Hi, I'm Radiance, and welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about self-love. So often the term self-love is associated with being selfish or narcissistic, people being full of themselves. Okay, you fill in the blank. But it's always interesting to me how people would associate loving themselves with not loving others. I really think that it's the other way around. I believe that the only way we can truly love yourself and feel full, that you can behave generously, that you can love others. We give out a feeling of abundance and how we can feel abundant if we are living selfless and we've completely emptied all reserves we had to give. You know, women specifically spend about 8% of their time, nurturing and taking care of others, our husbands, our partners, our mothers, our daughters, our families, our co-workers, our girlfriends, and oftentimes we do that so much that we end up leaving ourselves empty. So learning to love and keeping yourself feeling full is not selfish. It's the only way you can ensure that you have something to generously give to others, right? So I'm telling you to make sure you give to yourself and fill your cup up first. Loving yourself doesn't and shouldn't take away from loving others, as being selfish does. Making sure you are self-full insists you understand and embrace who you are, what your gifts are, your talents, skills, and abilities, and how best you can use them to bless and benefit not just you, but others. So I'll compare a lemon tree on the side of the yard to relationships. Maybe a lime tree, actually. I love limes. I love how fresh they are. I love limeade. I love picking limes and using them as fast as I can. But what if the lime tree that I love did not get water, right? Or sun, or the old fruit removed? The lime tree would stop producing what I love most about the limes. If the lime tree is a lime tree, is a lime tree then considered selfish because it wants and needs water, sun, and care? No, it doesn't. Most people view their basic needs of relationship as consideration, communication, and affirmation. And if you're intimate, include the important needs as in positive touch, right? And that could be in a relationship or a friendship, like for a hug. This is where being positively selfish or refusing to be negatively selfless leaves you being aware and responsible for your heart being fed in a way that keeps you full. Keeping yourself self-full can help you keep your relationships alive and healthy. Now, I'm going to say this. When it comes to self-love, a lot of people, but women especially, have this thought that, I love myself, and they're doing this from a space of, I pamper myself. I go to get my nails done. I go to get my hair done. I take myself shopping. I treat myself. But guess what? While all that is good, it's pampering. And as I was saying earlier, you have to love yourself first, I believe, before you can love some other people. So self-love, should be something that you every day are giving toward. And I'm sure you've heard this before, but you have to fill up your own cup before you can pour into the lives of others. You have to also make sure that you have enough to love others while you still have enough to love you. If you have someone, trying to take from a half-empty cup of life, you leave yourself not full, you leave yourself wanting, dehydrated, and in lack, so to speak. So that's why it's true to be self-full and not selfish. So keep doing those things that you need to do to fill yourself up, right? In the physical, drinking water, staying hydrated, working out. It could be aerobics. It could be going for a walk, right? It's keeping your body in condition. Eating healthy foods. Eating foods that, nurture your system. That's water and fruit and vegetables, right? And if you eat meat, eating really good proteins, clean proteins, right? by steaming and baking them. Maybe not eating as much fried food, but limiting the amount of that. Also limiting the amount of alcohol that we take in, which can also dry us out and make us hydrated. The other part of that is to also what you're taking in, right? So self-love isn't just about your physical self, right? Self-love also reflects in what you're putting into your system, what you're taking in, right? What books are you reading, or are you reading books, right? What articles are you reading, right? What positive things are you feeding your mind, right? Because knowledge is power. Applied knowledge is even more powerful. So then you can start by reading a positive book, right? Or reading a book on a subject that you either don't know anything about but you want to learn more about, or reading a book or article and studying and researching and really going into more specifics and examples and details of maybe that which you want to be more knowledgeable about, right? So boning up on your expertise and your level of awareness and knowledge, right? That's one way to, be full of self, right? Sometimes saying no. Now, that's not easy for most. I can even say it's not even easy for myself. I don't know how many times I have. It actually happened the other day. I was sent a text message. I actually was asleep. I woke up and I saw that a text message that came in from an agency that I work with for different contract placements. And what happened was I saw the text message, and honestly, I misread it, but I didn't read it. I just saw the notification, glanced past it, put my phone down. When I finally, got up into my day and I looked at the message again, I thought originally it was saying that, that this agency wanted this family to, confirm if I wanted to help out and contract for an additional day in the following week. Turns out they were asking if I wanted to actually come in the same day. So I woke up in the morning and they wanted me to come in that evening. And I didn't respond right away, even though I knew what my answer was going to be. And I will say this, I didn't answer right away because I questioned my own decision. I was like, well, maybe I should say yes. It would look good. Maybe I should yes because it could be helpful to the family. I already was booked for 2 days in the following week. But in my mind, I was like, well, maybe I should, just, say yes. It'd be extra money. It'd be, like I say, a way to help. Had all these reasons. But in the back of my head, I was like, I don't want to go. I'm not prepared. There were things I had to do to prepare for it. I'm traveling, so I knew I had to secure a car. I had to make sure that I was all set for the day. And I also wasn't feeling 100%. And I sat on it for a while, all because I didn't want to say no. Although I had every right to, because I didn't have a contract that said I had to be there. It wasn't like I promised that I would do something and then change my mind, which you can still do that. You have every right to do that, right? But here I was toddling and teetering and standing still, and eventually I said no. So sometimes saying no to that invite, saying no to going out, saying no to hanging out, right? Saying no to even extra hours that may end up hindering your ability to rest on your day off, right? Just saying no sometimes is the ultimate way in which you can increase your self-love, increase the love for yourself. Because in saying no sometimes to those external things, right, no matter what that is a way for you to say yes to yourself. So I would implore you to practice self-love, right? Give yourself love, fill yourself up, right? Be self-full in so many ways, right? In your physical body, in your emotions, in your mind, in your everyday. Find so many ways to fill up yourself, right? And in that way, you can then step out into the world and into your everyday, being self-full so that you can then pour into the lives of others. So I hope this video has helped. If this has inspired you or something is touching what I said, please give it a thumbs up and like the video. Also, please comment. Comment, how are you loving yourself today? How are ways that you are filling your cup up of love? Okay? And also, if you like more content like this, please subscribe to the channel and also click the link in my bio and join my free VIP group. Come on over to the group, right? Where we talk a lot more about being self-full, right? And more about love and abundance, right? So more love, more life, more abundance. And we continue to remind you of the greatness that you are and that you possess. So thank you so much for joining me. And until the next time, you have an amazing day.